Kindergarten is the base of every student's life, where they learn the basic life and start life journey from there. Today is a day of rejoicing of its marks, of the first step that child must undertake to open up to another event, which the high point of the academic year, because they will celebrate the accomplishment of our dear parents called preschoolers.
This school year is unique in the sense that we do not have the usual ceremonies during our moving up activities and having our face-to-face recognitions of the efforts of our children. With the theme of this year, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Welcome to this moving up ceremony for kindergarten pupils. This time we have Philippine National Anthem, Doxology, Regional Hymn, and Danau de Norte through video presentation.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang mag-ibig, tegas ng sigatanan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Upang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatak tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong pagaw, ay hinatang tulakaw, sa miyang Mindanao mabuhay, himahal na mong natawan, mauswagon masidakon malipayon, pagpano sa katahon. Magpabiling kaning kasing-kasing, ang kabanaan o kamalipayon, isa kanunay gugmaang magpaibabaw, ang kahon sa'yo kanina. Mabuhay ang iyang Mindanao, ito na among natawan, bisag usab man kaliwa, kami na minahalan. Sa buhat ang katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan, magpabiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa tanan. Mabuhay ang iyong Mindanao, ito na among natawan, bisag-usab man kaliwa, kami na minahalay. Sa buhat at katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan, magpabiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa tanan. Magpabiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa tanan.
And now, let us hear the welcome address of our kindergarten completers, Marie Glenn is Cadivil.
Our school principal, Mrs. Giuseppe and Sir Ignacio, teachers, parents, friends, and fellow completers, a good day to all of us. We always are to celebrate and be proud to ourselves. Yes, we know that things a little different this year. We cannot control the circumstances that we face today. Yet through God, we made it. It is with joy and pride that I welcome you all to our moving up ceremony.
At this juncture, let's have the presentation of candidates for completion of kindergarten learners by our school head, Ma'am Josephine C. Ignacio.
Sir, I have the honor to present to you the kindergarten completers of Pedro Liwanag Memorial School for the school year 2020-2021 of whom 60 are boys and 55 are girls.
By the authority vested in me as the school's Division Superintendent of the Division of Lanao del Norte, and as the representative of Leonor Magtolis Briones, Secretary of the Department of Education, and having been represented and certified by the school head that you have completed the basic requirements prescribed by the Department of Education, that you have completed the basic requirements prescribed by the Department of Education under the elementary curriculum, I now confirm you completers for school year 2020-2021. Congratulations!
Mayong adlaw sa tanan. Inasing-kasing na akong pasalamat sa ato ang DepEd family, spearheaded by Sir Edelberto Plinaria, ang ato ang School Division Superintendent, uban sa ato ang DepEd District Supervisor na si Dr. Mary Arlene Carbonera, ug sa tanang mga teachers sa effort nga inyong gibuhat. Salamat kaayo and congratulations kay baluko sa kalisod sa panahon karon despite sa ato abaling COVID, inyo gihapong napaabot sa mga kabatan-unan, sa mga estudyante ang inyuhang tabang na diin sila makagraduar, no, sa tema nga kalidad ng edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Kinahanglan din natong pa-strong dili nat kay balo kung dili ninyo makaya og walay partnership bali sa ginikanan ug ngadto sa kabatan-unan gari sa LGU ngadto sa probinsya sa nasyonal, kinahanglan ditang mag-usa, no, kay problemado kita karon nga panahon. Pero moingon ko nga ang COVID-19 ug ang kawad-on dili ni siya babag sa maayong kaugmaon. Daghan kayong salamat mga teachers. Ikaduha, ako pong pasalamatan ang ato ang mga ginikanan sa mga bata diin nigiya pod nga sila matagaan gid pagtagad nga sila mo attend gid gihapon aning module type karon. Kay lisod man gyud kay face to face. Pasalamat gyud ta, no, nabaguhan ta aning tanan, pero kibaw kung kaya nato, walay dili magkaya kung kita maghugpong o mag-usat ang tanan. So ikatulog pasalamatan ako nga ato ang mga estudyante nga diin ni graduar gyud sila sa ilang pagpaningkamot, no. Ayaw gyud mo og kuan surrender, never retreat, never surrender. Kaya nato ning tanan basta mag-usa lang ta. In behalf isip mayor sa lungsod sa Lala, ako nagpasalamaton sa tanan na kita maghugpong, magsinabtanay o magtinabangay, kaya nato baling agton bali ang atong kayang maabot ang labi na ang kining edukasyon, ang paghatag og edukasyon sa atong kabatan-unan. Kay importante kayo ang edukasyon, kay mao kini siya ang yawi sa maayo nga mga gitawag natong kaugmaon, no. Kay kaning atong mga kabatan-unan mao ni sila yung mga future engineers, future doctor, diin makatabang nato uban pang mga kurso nga ilang kuhaon. Daghang kayong salamat and congratulations sa tanan. God bless us all and to God be the glory.
Isang maalab at matagumpay na araw po sa ating lahat. Mula dito sa amin sa Kagawaran ng Edukasyon sa Amihan ng Mindanao. Graduation, completion, or moving up ceremonies are testimonies of excellent coordination, genuine hard work, and great love. When the COVID-19 pandemic struck the world, hitting the various sectors including education, the Department of Education, through the competent leadership of Secretary Leonor Magtolis Briones, firmly accepted the challenge to continue education, bravely wrestling with the challenges of the pandemic and unceasingly finding solutions to address any emerging problems. Amidst all these difficulties, emerged excellent coordination across all levels of governance and the different stakeholders, with the teachers at the forefront of delivering the basic education learning continuity plan. And here they are, our learners, who willingly submitted themselves to blended distance learning, painstakingly learning the ways of the new learning landscape, and successfully accomplishing all their academic requirements through genuine hard work. But these successes would not have been possible if not for the great love of the parents and guardians who have been selflessly offering their prayers, time, and resources. In other words, the successes of our learners, our teachers, our leaders, and the Department of Education at large, with the unwavering support of all our stakeholders, are products of our collective decision to succeed as one family. On behalf of the entire DepEd Region 10, allow me to thank and congratulate everyone for this great feat, which attests that DepEd indeed is on track. But just like what is said in our theme for this year's end of school year rites, strengthening quality education amid COVID-19 pandemic, we need to be on our toes. The COVID-19 pandemic is real, and so are other education emergencies. All together, let us rise from this pandemic, recalibrate our learning continuity plans, and continue to deliver quality education for our learners, the heart of DepEd 10. Muli, binabati ko ang lahat ng nagtapos sa taong ito. Hangad namin ang inyong patuloy na tagumpay, anumang landas ang inyong tatahakin. Pagpalain nawa kayo ng poong may kapal. Marami pong salamat.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day, wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So, congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face to face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be open because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
And now it is the time for the distribution of certificates.
Kindergarten Banda completers. Male. Abalorio Cedric Ray O. Alfornon Junel E. Anino Jan Paul E. Baguio Z. Patrick E. Paslao Romel A. Casas Miguel D. Tayoyong AGR. Charcos Ferrell O. Quizon Glenn M. Postudio Francis P. Dilantar Romnek T. Donkey Jan Franz R. Ibali Elmer Jr. M. Ibina Ejiken D. Ilikan Jamel L. Galiera Mark Ivan. Galora Clarence L. L. Gatab JB Jacob C. Gornez Franz Nathan P. Largo Jeffrey Jr. A. Libria Janvel B. Mansha Jeffrian A. Namok Kenzaen F. Padilla Rohan A. Udunas Nathaniel T. Cedric D. Ribosura John Mike J. Ripungku Marvin F. Salva AJ T. Salvo Mark Justin Z. Solatorio Justin Ruel L. Yaon Clark B. Female Abrigondo Princess Kyla C. Alisna Glidel Claire R. Alonto Lindimar M. Amisula Mitch D. Cabaluna Sheila P. Kadiven Mariglen S. Sandol Rosa Mystica B. Isig Joy A. Lanet Zineville S. Librino Sana Chloe P. Libria Joanna Rose M. Lipapa Chantal B. Lumana Savannah R. Molok City Ferdo S. Namok Danica Jane F. Umas Jocelyn B. Omili Camilfain C. Pahardo Vanessa Lalaine B. Perimasyo Sofia O. Rabago Zaira Cassandra S. Saniko Charmaine Ashera M. Sekretarya April May B. Sigundino Lian Krista P. Sigundino Lovely C. And Yunson Althea T. Congratulations.
Kindergarten Daisy Completers. Male Abria Jobet E. Abuga Gabriel Iniego F. Aldi Dixie Nino F. Alpernon Roy H. Barazona Johnrix A. Barazona MJ A. Bongkawil John Manuel E. Kabasi Anthony D. Kamomot Lance Nathan S. Casas Marjon D. Codino Rafael O. Completado Jascail Anthony M. Emuelin Junel A. Ipili Mateo G. Galliano Christopher B. Hamora Prince GB B. Liena Jared Luis B. Mabasa Kent E. Mabasa Kevin E. Magnetico Joey. Malaay Carl Jason B. Pantonyal Janhob O. Paraguso Alwen P. Patindol J. Lawrence M. Patong Yowie Clark C. Brahis Chandrayan G. Tipak-Tipak Remark Lorenzo G. and Evanies Nelby T. Female Abais Arian May A. Abalorio Arian Grace D. Abakita Althea Nicole G. Abelia Carla Jane O. Api Jane A. Baku Tashivine L. Bara Jolia B. Bonostro Aliana Lay D. Codino Giselle O. Iya Nestren Andrea L. Hirandoy Valerie M. Labiaga Marcheska E. Lamena Selji Jane L. Lomansok Arian May L. Mahinay Jolia F. Mantalaba Kate M. Umas Julian A. Umas Mikael M. Padilla Kathleen Rose D. Padilla Chloe Jane G. Pakit Krisnil Ann P. Paraguso J.N. P. Patria Audrey Jane L. Ramos Charipi B. Rezilia Hannah Gabriela A. Saclerain Grace A. Siga Princess Nail B. Tabalanza Kathleen Rose B. Tampor Precious Me S. Antoloy Christine T. Congratulations!
This time, let us hear a tribute message from our kindergarten completer, Princess Neil B. Siga.
Our beloved school principal, Spin C. Ignacio, teacher, parents, visitor, my classmates, and friends, good day. On behalf of kindergarten completer, would like to thank you all for making this warming up ceremony possible. Thank you for all the support and time extended to us in printing and giving the module. To our parents, I love you very much. Thank you for her guide how to answer the module. Thank you, God, for of the pandemic or vacation still continue and serve young ones. We are ready for the next step. We go to grade 1. God bless us all and mabuhay!
This time, let us hear an acknowledgement from our dear school principal, Josephine C. Ignacio.
To our vigorous schools division superintendent, Dr. Alberto Lunes Opinaria, CISO 5, compassionate assistant schools division superintendent, Dr. Rosemary Tulud Masizar, resilient SJD chief, Dr. Maria Carmila Tumpong Ablin, innovative CID chief, Dr. Maria Eva Saira Idon, indefatigable APUs 1 and PSP, Dr. Earl Villa Gonzalo, vivacious public schools district supervisor of Lala districts, Dr. Mary Arlene Carino Carbonera, vibrant governor of the province of Lanao del Norte, Honorable Imelda Angin Quebranza de Maporo, amiable vice governor of the province of Lanao del Norte, Honorable Christine Navarro Atay, resolute congressman of the 1st and 2nd congressional districts of Lanao del Norte, Honorable Congressman Abdullah Babi de Makuta de Maporo, and Honorable Congressman Mohammed Khalid Quebranza de Maporo, goal-oriented municipal mayor of Lala, Honorable Angel Tata Lianosia, dynamic vice mayor Honorable Cesar Poloyap Jr., kind-hearted municipal councilors of Lala, accommodating barangay captain of Barangay Ribi, Honorable Esther Estrologo, supportive barangay Kagawad of Barangay Ribi, active federated PTA president, Honorable Constancio Lumanas, proud parents, promising completers, empowered bankers of Pedro Liwanag Memorial School Learning Institution, friends, guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and sending greetings of peace and solidarity. When COVID-19 dominates the space of the universe, people began to panic. They're worried on their lives and future. They're worried on how to live life after witnessing the tragic effects of the invisible conqueror. The virus immensely disturbs the organizational structure and culture and transactions of the business and political world, religious and socio-cultural arena, and sports and education sectors. The global threat has made recessions in all aspects of life. It makes life miserable and hopeless because of the loss of loved ones and because of the loss of steadfast opportunities to explore and find greener pastures in the foreign shores. And how to continue life despite the pandemic remains the puzzle to the most hopeless people. As the whole world is striving on the vital effects of coronavirus, the education sector is also considering perspectives on how to push through education amidst the threat for life brought about by the virus. The virus is a traitor. It does not discriminate. It curtails many lives. It is deadly and unstoppable. The powerful words of Nelson Mandela illuminated us all in so many ways. He says, and I quote, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." Vividly, education cannot wait. Education must happen even the perils of pandemic are at stake. The test of leadership is right before in our very eyes. It gives us a discernment on how we navigate our lives to the lofty task entrusted to us. Our human tendencies oftentimes brought us all to cowardice to embrace the essence of our work, but we choose to lead the right path. The right trail of education has come. Secretary Briones delivers a breakthrough for the reinstatement of education. By embracing the new normal of education, getting all means to fit into the kind of learners and technology of reaching out education without boundaries, learners have been bestowed with a bounty of quality education. The outpouring of moral and financial support of all people in different walks of life realized the aims of education, which is to produce quality learners in all times and even at the midst of insurmountable difficulties. It really takes a village to educate a child. This year's theme becomes more significant due to the fact that learners learn to adjust to learning and learners learn new and challenging experiences while learning the wonders of nature in online learning and to life. Learners' potential are tapped and thus introducing new trends of learning to the academics. The road to success is tremendous if along the way the greatest circulation is met. With the education sector, we are very proud to say and tell the world that we won the battles against ignorance. We are enormously victorious to culminate the journey of education for the school year 2020-2021 with flying colors. We have proven to the world that education is not preparation for life, because education is life itself, according to John Dewey. We cannot sustain life without education, because education teaches us the virtue of life. Life becomes meaningful because of the worth of education. As we work towards the good future of our generation, we should always remember that we are to prepare our learners for the authentic world, and it is basically the needs of the time. Education is the foundation upon which we build our future. This is according to Christine Gregor. The future of our learners, the new generation, our future leaders. The local community has portrayed their roles to keep in touch with the goals of education. They commit to help the education to survive during pandemic times through their advocacies and monitoring endeavors to safeguard optimum health protocols. Thank you for the deepest chamber of our hearts. Thank you to all of you, our school benefactors and supporters, stakeholders, and non-government organizations. Your moral and financial support has pushed us to be vigilant in the continuation of the good and quality education for our learners here at Pedro Liwanag Memorial School. Fly high, Department of Education. Mabuhay sa gawaran ng edukasyon. Kalidad at edukasyon lang ang pagtatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. We are humbly and deeply honored to have accomplished our dream. Till next year, mabuhay and congratulations from learners.